Hello and welcome to another video. I hope that you're all very well. Today we'll be doing a driving lesson in an automatic car on T junctions. We'll do the left turning first and then we'll talk about the right turning. Now, whether you're turning right or left, the first most important thing is to identify the turning. T junctions are relatively easy to identify compared to other types of junctions. This is because you can normally see the end of the road. You may recognize the end of the road by the buildings. For example, you'll see houses in front of you. You might identify it by a fence or some hedges or even traffic going across. Once you've identified the turning, then and only then can you start the MSM routine. I'm sure you know it, but just in case, that's the mirrors, signal, position, speed, and the look routine. 5 things. This routine in a residential road, we would normally start about 8 car lengths away. However, if you are on a faster flowing road, then you would need to start the routine earlier to give yourself time and to give other road users time to react to what you are doing. I've identified the road ahead with the green land in the distance and checked my center mirror and the left mirror, but it's too early to signal due to the side road on the left. Having passed the side road, I can now give the left signal. So we've got the mirrors and the signal, and now we can start thinking about the positioning. The position for turning left is our normal driving position, so this remains unchanged. We can now start braking to get the speed down. The aim is to get all the braking done before we get to about 2 car lengths away from the junction. We must always plan to stop, but at the same time hope to go. Now that we are 2 car lengths away, we focus our attention to the look part of the routine. We need to look out for pedestrians that could possibly want to cross the road, any cyclists and traffic approaching on the main road. The very minimum observations we must take are to the right, then to the left, following the shape of the curb, and then to the right again before we can make any decision. During this time, your right foot wants to be covering the brakes. You do not need the accelerator to move the vehicle. The vehicle should be traveling at walking speed, no faster than that. If the road is clear, we gently accelerate through the turning, and then once we're in the new road, straighten up the steering wheel and recheck our mirrors. On approach to some closed junctions, you will find that you cannot see the new road, even after you have stopped. The first thing is to ensure that you stop at the giveaway lines, not before and not after. As a guideline, your right exterior mirror should be level with the giveaway lines. We can now see a vehicle approaching from our right. However, due to the wall, our vision to the left is obstructed. We look right again and then look left before edging forward. At this stage, our right foot must be on and off the brake. On the brake to slow the car and off the brake to move it slightly. On the brake to slow it down, off the brake to move it again. The speed of the vehicle needs to be at crawling speed. Just imagine a baby crawling along. That's the speed we want to try to keep the vehicle at. Whilst we are edging forward, at the same time we need to be aware of the traffic on the right. Once we can see both sides are clear, then and only then we can proceed. Now that we've done the left turning, let's move on to turning right. The procedure on approach is almost the same as that used for turning left. However, we need to pay particular attention to our positioning. We need to position as much right as we safely can without going over the center line. Sometimes, especially on residential roads, there are parked vehicles and we have to approach over the center line. However, towards the end, we do need to remember to get back into our normal position. We can easily identify the end of the road by the traffic travelling across the main road. We check our center mirror, right mirror, and then signal right. At the moment, we're on the wrong side of the road due to the parked cars. We start to bring our speed down, planning to stop but hoping to go. Here we can see that there is enough space to position our vehicle back into our lane. We should have completed all the braking at this stage, and our right foot should now be easing off the brake so that the car is just rolling into position. We can check our positioning by looking into the right exterior mirror. We should be able to see the hazard warning lines. We notice a vehicle approaching from the right. It's all clear on the left. And we need to look right again. Remember that the minimum observations at a T-junction is right, left, and then right again. However, we notice another vehicle on the right, so we must make at least one final check towards the left before proceeding. We accelerate into the new road, keeping our steering wheel straight until we're halfway into the road, and then steer right. If we turn too early, we may end up on the wrong side of the road. Once we're in the new road, we need to check our mirrors again so that we are aware of our surroundings. Occasionally, on approach to an open junction, the road may seem clear. However, we must still plan to stop, as there could be a hidden danger. Remember, the last 2 car lengths, there should be no braking. This is the time to make a decision as to whether we need to stop or proceed. Here the road seems all clear on the left. There is only one vehicle approaching from the right. We need to bear in mind that the pillars of the car causes blind spots, and we must be prepared to move our body in order to make effective observations. Taking a quick look to the left again, it seems clear, and one may be tempted to pull out at this stage. However, by moving our body and looking through the rear window, we notice a large vehicle. At junctions that are at an angle, we need to take extra observations. Well, that concludes the lesson on T-junctions. I really do hope that you found this video beneficial. If you have, please remember to give it a like and do share with your friends. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.